Shambho Shiva 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 Narayana 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 Narayana.
Of all the great personalities, I like Abraham Lincoln the most. The reason being he doesn't look special. Externally his appearance is as normal as anyone else, but when it comes to internal glory, there is a lot of difference between Lincoln and us. Lincoln looks most natural and most normal. Lincoln said, "I made some mistakes in administration, not intentionally but due to inexperience." He lost in elections several times. He neither got depressed about losing the election nor got delighted about winning the election. Whether he lost or won the election made no difference to him. He lost the election several times before becoming the president. When asked, after having lost the election so many times, "Don't you feel distressed?" he said, "I got habituated to losing." Such was the glory of Lincoln. If I ever visit America, I will first visit the birthplace of Lincoln. It is a pilgrim center for me. Lincoln's memorial is in New York. His birthplace is somewhere in Colombia. He took birth in a small hut. He used to make his living by doing petty business. In dressing and talking, he used to be natural and normal. He used to face the world quietly. He always faced the world but never tried to run away from it.
It is the norm to chant, "Govinda, Govinda," before taking in the first lump of food. But I don't chant, "Govinda, Govinda." I chant, "Cotton, Cotton." I like Sir Cotton very much. Compared to Gandhiji, Ramana Maharshi, Ramakrishna, or Govinda, I like Sir Cotton. I don't call him Sir Cotton. Before taking in the first lump of food, I chant, "Cotton Maharshi, Cotton Maharshi." I am not getting the name of Govinda. Normally I chant, "Govinda, Govinda," but before taking in the first lump of food, I am reminded of Cotton. It is because of Sir Cotton that the people of Godavari districts can eat food today. Before the dam construction, hundreds of people died of starvation. Unable to bear hunger, some people used to eat soil. The reason why I have so much admiration for Sir Cotton is that he worked very hard to build the dam. His wife used to curse him a lot. Every day morning, instead of first offering coffee to Sir Cotton, she used to curse him. This cursing became similar to Venkateshwara Suprabhata for Sir Cotton. She first cursed him and then offered him coffee. She used to say, "Why don't you work in cities like Madras and Vishakhapatnam? Why do you work in remote areas like Dhavaleshwaram?" Similarly, the England government also rebuked him. He was invited to England to get rebuked. So, on the one hand, he faced the cursing of his wife. On the other hand, he faced the rebukes of his government. The workers also did not turn up regularly. Unfortunately, a worker died of a heart attack exactly at the dam construction's epic time. Unable to bear his wife's cursing, Sir Cotton said, "How can I leave this work related to millions of people and settle down in Madras, Vishakhapatnam, or London? This work will last for 2 more years. So go and live with your parents till then." But she neither left for her parents' house nor stopped cursing him. Her intention was, despite being highly educated, Why should Sir Cotton work in remote villages? But Sir Cotton wanted to continue the work that would help millions of people. I know what type of hardships and rebukes Sir Cotton was subjected to. Despite being rebuked so much, he did not even earn an acre of land and returned to London empty-handed. The scriptures prescribe us to chant Lord Govinda's name before taking food. But I get the name, Cotton Mahashaya, Cotton Mahashaya. It has become a habit for me. It is because I am aware of all the hardships that he was subjected to. Sir Cotton started the dam construction in 1847 and completed it in 1852. There was no cement in those days. So he used lime instead of cement. He estimated the dam's life as 100 years. But now it is almost 130 years since the dam got constructed. However, it is still in good condition. Every brick was laid under his supervision. Keep aside the piranhas. Sir Cotton belongs to the recent history. Once, Sir Cotton fell sick. He took leave for 6 months and left for Switzerland. Meanwhile, he handed over the dam construction-related responsibilities to his seniors. The government granted him 6 months' leave, but within 1 month, he became anxious that the dam-related activities may get ruined. Was the dam construction his personal work? No. It was related to people and government. So despite taking leave for 6 months, he returned to Dhavaleshwaram within 1 month. What is there in Dhavaleshwaram for him? He has neither a house nor a dosa to eat. If he had to travel far, he used to survive on bananas. Such were the hardships that he experienced. Why are you all not understanding the worth of Sir Cotton? It is because you don't know the hardships he has experienced. Everyone used to rebuke him. Now every village has his statue installed. He died long back, but I feel that the result of his good deeds is yielding today. He lived for 96 years. If anyone went from India to England to see him, Sir Cotton asked them. There used to be a Karnam or village Sarpanch in Ravalapalam village. He used to supply us with workers whenever required. Is that Karnam doing well? Such was the memory power of Sir Cotton. During Sir Cotton's era, there used to be Moonsabs and Karnams. Sir Cotton used to ask them, I will give you 10 rupees. Can you supply me with some workers? We Indians have been accustomed to accepting bribes for a long time. This habit of accepting bribes is in our very blood. Sir Cotton had to bribe our people to hire laborers to get our work done. That is India. Isn't the dam related to Indians? Wasn't Sir Cotton working for our sake? Doesn't the Godavari River belong to us? Isn't it true that Indians were doing farming? Then how come Sir Cotton bribed our own people to get workers for our own task of dam construction? Is there anything else more ridiculous than this? There was the least necessity for him to work so hard. If no workers were available, he could have just said, no workers are available. Why should I bother myself? Saying so, he could have left. The government also would have been happy with the thought that much money was saved. That is the story of Sir Cotton. I contemplate neither on Govinda nor on Lord Rama. I don't call him Sir Cotton but refer to him as Cotton Maharshi. Just as Bhagavan is called Ramana Maharshi, I consider Sir Cotton as Cotton Maharshi. Cotton Maharshis is all practical Vedanta.
Oh, brother beautiful. Oh, brother beautiful. Oh, brother beautiful. I do bow at the feet. I do bow at the feet. Oh, brother beautiful. Oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful. I do bow at the feet. Oh, God the beautiful. Oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful. The water rain in the fountain, the water rain in the mountain, the water restless in the river, the water brave in the ocean. Oh, God the beautiful. Oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful. I do bow at the feet, I do bow at the feet. Oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful. The one sympathy to the sorrowful, the one sympathy to the sorrowful, and the one service to the sorrowful, and the one sympathy to the sorrowful, and the one service to the sorrowful. And the one visited the yogi, and the one love to the lava. Oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful. I do bow at the feet, I do bow at the feet, oh, God the beautiful. Oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful, oh, God the beautiful.
Externally, Buddha used to be very clean. Unlike Ramana Maharshi, Buddha did not wear a loincloth and had mud all over his body. Physically, Buddha used to be very clean. Even the mind has to be clean and pure. Buddha has described it as a well-directed mind, well-disciplined mind, well-controlled mind, well-regulated mind, well-ordered mind, well-cultured mind, well-civilized mind, and well-purified mind. Sri Nannagaru said, "I like the Bodhi tree under which Buddha got enlightened, and these words of Buddha very much. The main thing is to have a purified mind. All these spiritual efforts and satsangs aim to purify your mind. Well-controlled mind, well-ordered mind, etc., are all for mind purification."
नासतो विद्यते भावो न भावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तस्त्वन्नयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः.
Those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non-existent, there is no endurance, and of the existent, there is no cessation. This, the seers have concluded by studying the nature of both. In the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, "The existing one or the self always exists. The non-existent one or the non-self always doesn't exist. The existing one or the self doesn't cease to exist, and the non-existent one or the non-self doesn't cease to non-exist. This is certain. The Lord knows very well that we are all big doubters. Therefore he also said it is certain. The ego has no existence. But you are considering the non-existent ego to be existent. All this teaching is for the sake of ego. When it is understood that the ego has no existence, it is also understood that one and only one self exists. You must have the hunger to eat. Without hunger, how could you eat? You drink water when you feel thirsty. Without thirst, why would you drink water? Similarly, jnana is needed only for seekers and inquisitive people. They will not listen even if you preach to them when there is no seeking. When you seek knowledge, you will undoubtedly secure that knowledge.
A Ramakrishna Math Swamiji struggled to compare Bhagavad Gita with science and prove that Bhagavad Gita is equivalent to science. His intentions were good, they were not bad. He intended to increase the reverence for Bhagavad Gita, but he did not realize that he was reducing the reverence for Gita. The origin of science is intellect. However, Bhagavad Gita originated from God and not from intelligence. Supreme consciousness is beyond body, senses, mind, and intellect. It is not an object for the intellect. He missed the point that Supreme Consciousness taught Bhagavad Gita and tried to prove that Gita is equivalent to science. When the Swami spoke, few words were audible, and few were inaudible to me. I felt. The Swami himself was feeling sorrowful. How can he make us happy? So I came back. The Swami was struggling hard to compare Bhagavad Gita with science.
నీవు నేను అనగా నిత్య ఆనందమయముగా నీవు చిత్తి కరుణింపు అరుణాచలం అరుణాచల శివ అరుణాచల శివ అరుణాచల శివ
Unite with me to destroy our separate identities as thou and me, and bless me with the state of ever-vibrant joy, O Arunachala. Ramana Swami is telling Lord Arunachala, I will get subdued. You also get subdued. Don't remain separated. I will also not stay separated. Let's get merged. Let's become one and remain as one. You also get subdued. I will also get subdued. After reforming and bestowing me with your true nature, will you remain separated? To describe the nature of the self, it is not a broken happiness. It is permanent happiness. It is eternal happiness. It is not like saying, yesterday my mind was within my control, but today, it is completely restless. There is neither day nor night in that state. There is neither sun nor moon in that state. It is not worldly, but it is unworldly. It is not physical, but it is incorporeal. Bhagavan is taking us to that state. People having eyes can view it. People having ears can listen to it. Bhagavan is taking us to such depths of the heart. People with emotional hearts can enjoy this poetry. Bhagavan is taking us to the heights of peace, bliss, and knowledge.
Sri Ramakrishna asked Swami Vivekananda, "What is the town talking about me right now?" Swami Vivekananda replied, "Nobody considers you bad. Rather, they consider you mad." Sri Ramakrishna replied, "They are mad about sensual objects, and I am mad about God. I am waiting to see when they will get my madness." These words of Paramahamsa arrested me. I am very fond of that madman Sri Ramakrishna. It is very dangerous to think of him before going to sleep. If I think of him, I cannot sleep anymore.
రామకృష్ణ పరమహంస గారు ఏదో పెద్ద పెద్ద పాటలు పాడుకున్నాడు చిన్నప్పుడు. ఆ పాట ఏదో పాట వినిపిస్తాం, చాలా పాటలు పాడుకున్నాడు. ఇటువంటి అంటే నాకు అప్పుడు పరమహంస అవ్వలేదు, కామర్పకూరులో ఉండగా ఏదో ఆయన పాడుకున్నాడు. పిల్లలు చేయలేదు, పిల్లలు ఆయన చూడటానికి పిల్లలు వచ్చారు. ఆ ఎడపిల్లలు ఏదో పిసపాట్లు పాడుకున్నాడు. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. గోవిందుడే గురువు, గురువే గోవిందుడు. గురువే గోవిందుడు, గోవిందుడే గురువు, గురువే గోవిందుడు. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. ఆ ఊరి పిల్లల దగ్గర దేహము నేను కాదని, ఆ దేహము గోవిందుడు, మనస్సు గోవిందుడు, లోకము గోవిందుడు, అంతా గోవిందుడే. తెలుసుకోరా బాబు, తెలుసుకో. దేహము గోవిందుడు, లోకము గోవిందుడు, మనస్సు గోవిందుడు, ప్రాణము గోవిందుడు, అంతా గోవిందుడు. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. అంతా గోవిందుడు అని తెలుసుకో. ఇరే నేను అలౌకికండ్రా, నన్ను లౌకికుని చెయ్యండ్రా, చెయ్యకుండ్రా అని వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. నేను లౌకికుని కాదు, అలౌకికుని. ఈ ప్రపంచంలో ఉన్నాను కానీ ప్రపంచకు సంబంధించిన మనిషిని కాదు నేను. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఏ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వరల్డ్. నేను శరీరం ప్రపంచంలో ఉన్నమాట, నాకు మీలాగా నాకు శరీరం ఉన్నమాట నిజమే. కానీ నేను ప్రపంచానికి సంబంధించిన మనిషిని కాదు. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఏ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది వరల్డ్. అంచేత నేను లోకంలో ఉన్నప్పటికీ నేను లోకం లేనివాడినే. అది వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. ఆ పిల్లల దగ్గర ఆ పిల్లలతో చెబుతున్నాడు ఇలాగని, ఏమని వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. నేను లౌకికంగా కాదురా, నేను అలౌకికంగా. మీరు అందరూ కలిసి లౌకికుడిగా తయారు చేయకండి. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. నువ్వు కానిది కానట్టు తెలుసుకోరా. నువ్వు కానిదేదో నువ్వు కానట్టు తెలుసుకో. నువ్వు కానిదానితో నువ్వు కానిదేదో నువ్వు కానిదాన్ని నువ్వు కానిదేదో నువ్వు కానిదానట్టు తెలుసుకో. దుస్సాంగత్యము విడిచిపెట్టు, సత్సాంగత్యం చెయ్యిరా బాబు. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. దుస్సాంగత్యము చెయ్యికిరా బాబు, సత్సాంగత్యము చెయ్యిరా బాబు. ఇలా వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు అంటే ఆయన చెప్పేది వినమని. దీనికి లాజిక్ మామూలు సంగీతం ఏం లేదు. దీని మ్యూజికల్ డైరెక్టర్ ఎవడు లేడు కదా. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. అనరా బాబు. నువ్వు దుర్వాసనలు పోగొట్టుకునే సద్వాసనలు సంపాదించుకోరా. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. దుర్వాసనలు పోగొట్టుకోరా, సద్వాసనలు సంపాదించుకోరా అంటే వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. గోవిందుడే గురువని గోవిందుడని తెలుసుకోరా. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. నీకెన్ని దుర్వాసనలున్నా భయపడకరా బాబు. సత్సంగం చేస్తే అన్నీ పోతాయిరా. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. నువ్వు బాగుపడాలంటే భక్తి మార్గానికి మించిన మార్గం లేదురా బాబు. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు. నువ్వు బాగుపడాలంటే సత్సాంగత్యానికి మించిన ఔషధం లేదు. మార్గాల్లో భక్తి మార్గం చాలా గొప్పదే. నువ్వు ఒక్క మార్గాన్ని సిన్సియర్గా, చాలా మార్గాలు ఉన్నాయి గోవిందుడిని తెలుసుకోవడానికి. కానీ ఒక్క మార్గం, ఒక భక్తి మార్గంలో నువ్వు సిన్సియర్గా అదే మార్గం విడిచిపెట్టకుండా ఉంటే నీకు ప్రపంచంలో ఎవరికి లేని చెడ్డ వాసన నీకున్నా అన్నీ పోతాయి. నీకు భక్తిలో అంత శక్తి ఉంది. భక్తిలో అంత శక్తి ఉందిరా. నువ్వు బాగుపడటానికి, నువ్వు సద్వాసనలు సంపాదించడానికి, నువ్వు నిర్వాణ సుఖం పొందటానికి భక్తి మార్గం సరిపోతుందిరా. వినరా బాబు అనరా బాబు.
Lord Rama gifted the kingdom of Ravana to Vibhishana and said, Lord Shiva has granted wealth to Ravana, and I am gifting you the same. But I am not gifting you something that solely belongs to me. After listening to Lord Rama's words, I felt
Has my breathing stopped? Will I die? Did I get any heart disease? Probably I will die of any disease. These words of Rama reflect the heights of goodness.
Mandodari was the wife of Ravana, and Thara was the wife of Vali. Both of them were Gyanis. They were not visible on the screen. Hardworking people and those who give us good advice are not visible on the screen. They were brilliant too. Vali and Ravana were fools. They were powerful, but their strength was of no use either to their family or to society. After Lord Rama made a friendship with Sugriva, Rama killed Vali. It was decided that Sugriva would send his monkey army in search of Sita after the rainy season to fulfill his promise to Lord Rama. However, in enjoying the sensual pleasures, Sugriva forgot his promise made to Lord Rama. So Lakshmana reached Kishkinda in a great rage and warned, "Wherever Vali has gone, we will send Sugriva also to the same place." Then Thara came forward, saluted Lakshmana, and said, "Humans themselves cannot give up the sensual pleasures once they start enjoying them. They don't give up their sensual pleasures even when death approaches them. O Lakshmana, we are mere monkeys. We are fools. We tend to forget our duties. When humans get intoxicated and forget their duties while enjoying sensual pleasures, isn't it natural for monkeys like us to behave similarly? Don't you know that a monkey's mind is very wavering? You can imagine how this monkey mind will behave when it gets enjoyment of women, wine, and meat after a long break. Sugriva has committed a mistake, but he did not do it intentionally. He forgot his promise in his intoxication." These words of Thara calmed down Lakshmana's anger. These are immortal words. When I listen to Thara's words, I feel even Lord Krishna, the Lord of Lords, cannot equal her.
Ravana's wife, Mandodari, also was equally intelligent. When Ravana intensely craved Sita, Mandodari said, "You must never enjoy with an unwilling woman." Without mutual consent, both partners cannot enjoy mating. Sita looks very thin and pale as she has given up her food. Sita is saying, "Rama, Rama," and you are saying, "Sita, Sita." Even if you marry Sita forcibly, you will not get the desired sexual enjoyment. If you try to enjoy a woman who doesn't like you, your energies will get wasted. You cannot enjoy her, and your health also gets affected. Also, we are all gorgeous women always available at your service. Leaving us aside, why do you run after a weeping woman under a tree? Can't we give you that sexual enjoyment? It is a wonderful talk. Look into the depths of this subject. I have great admiration for Thara and Mandodari. Being women, they are not visible on the screen, however, their words are wonderful. They are more remarkable than the preaching in the Gita.
Bhishma was aware that Lord Narayana himself incarnated as Lord Krishna. One day in the Mahabharata war, Bhishma was roaring like a lion on the battlefield. Had Bhishma continued the war with the same fury, all the Pandavas, including their entire army, would have been wiped off by the end of the day. So Lord Krishna jumped out of his chariot, held a broken chariot wheel in his hand, and ran towards Bhishma. We may wonder why Lord Krishna behaved in such a weird manner. Arjuna said, Lord Krishna took a vow that he would not hold any weapon to participate in the war. Now if he held any weapon, it would bring him the ill fame of breaking his vow, and I would get the ill fame of not fighting properly. But God is least bothered about fame and ill fame. Arjuna's thought process reflected the attributes of a jiva. Lord Krishna replied, What will I do with the fame after you all have died? Bhishma felt, Is there anything more glorious than dying in the hands of Lord Krishna? I will directly reach Vaikuntha. Thinking so, Bhishma invited Krishna to kill him and threw aside the bow and arrow in his hand. While narrating this incident mentioned in Bhagavata, Sri Nannagaru spoke the following words in a choked voice. I can talk about jnana or knowledge to any extent, but when it comes to bhakti or devotion, I cannot speak. Forbearing devotion is very difficult. I can talk about jnana for any number of hours, but when it comes to devotion, forbearing that devotional incident is very difficult. If I have to talk about devotion, my voice gets choked. I can speak to any length if I have to talk about the formless Brahman, but the voice gets completely blocked when I speak about devotion. I cannot bear those devotional incidents. In the torrents of unlimited and boundless love, all your tendencies and causes of rebirth will get washed away. Such is the glory of love. Such is the glory of devotion. So speaking about bhakti is more challenging than talking about jnana.
I am very fond of these Shakespeare's words. We are such a stuff as dreams are made on. Our little lives are rounded within sleep. They are lovely words. We feel like porridge is being poured into our mouths, not our noses. All our lives are equivalent to a dream. The dream in our sleep is very short, say 2 to 3 hours, but the dream called life is very long, say 70 to 80 years. There is a difference in duration only. Both the dream within sleep and the dream called life are equally false. Our little life is rounded within sleep. When do we get dreams? We get dreams in sleep. So it implies that the dream called life is happening in a sleep called ignorance.
దేవుడు సముద్రాల పద్య పాటలు రాశాడు. దానికి సముద్రాల పాటలు రాశాడు. ఇది నటించడం ఏది అందులో ఆ సినిమాలో చివరి పాట సముద్రాలు ఎలా రాశాడంటే జగమే మాయ అన్నీ ఈ పాట ఈ రకమైన పాటలు సినిమా అంటారు. జగమే మాయ బ్రతికే మాయ వేదాలలో సారమించేనయ్యా సారమించేనయ్యా నువ్వు ఎన్ని వేదాలు చదివినా సారమించే కష్ట సుఖాలు కబడి కుండలు ఈ సముద్రాల రచన కంఠం ఘంటసాలది, నటించడం ఎవరు? సావిత్రి. చచ్చిపోయింది, మళ్ళీ కనపడాలి. సీజనమ్మోరు చనిపోయింది, మళ్ళీ ఆ నటి మళ్ళీ పుట్టలేదు. నేను ఏదో పెళ్ళిలో అక్కినే నాగేశ్వరరావు సావిత్రితో యాక్ట్ చేశారు ఆ సినిమాలో. అక్కినే నాగేశ్వరరావు గారు నేను పక్కన కూర్చున్నాం ఏదో పెళ్ళికి వెళ్ళి. ఏమంటే సావిత్రి మీతో చాలా సినిమాల్లో యాక్ట్ చేసినాను నాన్న. ఎవరిని అన్నమాట ఓ మాట అన్నారు నాన్న. దాని భావాలంటే మొత్తం అన్ని కళల్లో చూపించేసేదాన్ని. ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఏదైనా మాట చెప్పాలనుకోండి, ఆ మాట దాని కళ్ళతోడు చూపించేది.
The gist of this song is, we have arrived into this world for the sake of getting trained. There are several attractions in this world. You can reach a shore when you don't fall prey to any such attractions. This earth is a training ground.
Om Shambho Shiva 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 Narayana Narayana